like the slavery. We're still enslaved sometimes, but I feel like I'm enslaved by a lot of other things.
No,
like,
we agree with that.
Yeah,
But the slavery happened, yes?
yeah, I don't know. I don't hopefully know. I'm still
What
young.
you-
I'm like 36 years old.
Did this
You
happen?
36?
I'm 30. I'm 38. But did this happen? Did this not happen?
I don't know. I hopefully know.
But it did though. And you can hope all you want.
Yeah.
Right? But the
Yeah.
scripture says, what if some believe not? Does that make it true that God don't
Right.
affect?
Right.
No, it don't. Just because you don't believe it don't mean it didn't happen. Just because you don't want to believe it doesn't mean it didn't happen. If I don't want to believe that it's 30 degrees outside when I walk outside and I want to put on my shorts, does that make it not 30 degrees? No, it's going to be 30 degrees and I'm going to get cold. I'm going to be sick when I go out there. You feel what I'm saying? Go ahead, Ken.
Like, I gotta ask you, like, to see these pictures, these are real pictures.
These are real pictures.
Like, these are actual
Yeah.
people that suffer these things. To say you don't know, that's a little concerning.
The only thing I know is
What do you think? That, do you think that this is like cosplayers?
AI?
I was going to mention that because I know that I know there's a lot of fake news, so I try to filter even what somebody's going to say. I'm saying like on the subway, people come to newspapers even downtown, and some of the things are lies. I've been given full news, not that I don't know if there's Duncan Street wise one, different ones, and people lie to me directly and not to say, and even sometimes I question in high school. I got suspension for questioning military history.
Okay, well, let me ask you a question. Right?
That's the truth.
Because you said there's a lot of fake news,
Yeah.
right? Is it fake news? Is Jim Crow fake news?
No, that's a real thing. I heard of that.
Jim Crow is
Jim
real
Crow,
news, right?
Crow, yeah,
And right
yeah.
before Jim Crow, what was it? Jim Crow era lasted from how
Oh,
long?
the separation in schools, right? The white segregation.
All that happened.
Yeah.
All that happened, right? But what I'm asking you, right? You say Jim
Political segregation.
right? But you believe in you know that Jim Crow is real history,
I don't
and
know
that
about
the Jim Crow,
yeah.
huh?
I know there's something going on with the
You just said-
in political history. Yes,
But
I've
the Jim
heard
Crow
of it,
era,
that's what
do
I
you
said.
know about the Jim Crow era?
No, I'm not too young for that. I don't know anything about it because it was like before I was born.
Okay, but the Jim Crow era happened. What year was you born?
84, 83, 84. I'm young.
You said you was born in 84?
84, yeah.
You just said you was 36 years old.
Yeah, when you was about 36.
No, that's a lie. I was born in
Okay, I'm
87.
41. Okay, I'm 41.
Hey, he might be a heathen. All right, go ahead. You have a good one, man. You just lie about dumb shit. Like,
Yeah.
When he say he 36, I
And
think
then
he
born in
36.
born in.
yeah, nah. He's born in damn 84. He's born in 86. What's up, brother? You got a minute to holler at your brothers? You waiting on the bus, man. We ain't gonna let you miss the bus. Come holler at us real quick.
Yeah, come on, let's praise. Yeah, it said 36. I was like,
Yeah,
what?
born in 84. What's up, brother? How you feeling? So what we here doing is teaching the blacks, Hispanics, and the Native Americans, people who suffer from this, or descendants of people that suffer from those atrocities, right? That they are the chosen people of the Most High God,
Right.
right? Have you ever heard of that before? Right? All praise to the Most High. So what we out here to do, we out here to teach you, right, the things that you didn't know, right? The Lord told us as people that He woke up to go out and feed His lambs and to compel His people to come in.
Right.
Give me Deuteronomy chapter 7 and verse number 6.
It's the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 7, and verse number 6.
Bring it up.
For thou art a holy people.
So the Lord said that He has a holy people, right? You know what holy means? Holy means separate, set apart, special. Okay? All right, read on.
For thou art a holy people unto the Lord thy God.
Uh-huh.
The Lord thy God has chosen thee to be a special people unto Himself above all people that are upon the face of the earth.
Right? Did you know that the Lord had a special people that He made holy and that He made above all people on the face of the earth? You knew that? Who are those people? You don't know who they are? Hey, all praise to the Most High God. So what we here to tell you is, brother, that you are those people.
Right.
Right? We are those people. Right? But we have done things to get punished from the Lord. Right? Let me get that Lamentations. Give me Lamentations chapter 5. Right? We've done things to get punished from the Lord. And that's why we end up in the state that we in right now. Give me Lamentations 2 and verse number 17.
This is Lamentations chapter 2 and verse number 17.
Start read that then 5 and 7.
Now, it says, the Lord hath done that which he had devised.
Uh-huh.
He hath fulfilled his word.
Uh-huh.
And he that commanded in the days of old, he hath thrown down and hath not pitied.
Uh-huh.
He had caused thine enemy to rejoice over thee.
Right?
He hath set up the horn of thine adversary.
So the Lord said of his people, right, that he was going to destroy a people and have their enemies to rejoice over them because they did wickedness, right? Let me give you that Lamentations chapter 5, verse 7.
This is the book of Lamentations chapter 5 and verse number 7.
Bring it out.
Our fathers have
What the
sinned.
Lord say?
Our fathers have sinned
Read on.
and are not,
Uh-huh.
and we have borne their iniquity.
So our fathers have went off, right? Our fathers, they sinned, they did wickedness, right? And we born their iniquities. You ever heard of generational curses? Of course you heard of them, because we're going through them right now, right? Right? Generational curses, things get passed down, or your family just can't necessarily seem to get above, or things like that. Right? You got that a hatred of brothers against each other, and people just doing stupid stuff like they just did right there. You know what I'm saying? So the Lord said that our fathers had sinned, right? And they are not, and we have borne their iniquities. What did they do? Right? They've committed adultery, right? They've eaten abominable food and things like that. But we also have proof, biblical proof, right? Along with historical proof and archaeology that we can show you as well. Right? We're gonna go to the Bible. Give me Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 68.
This is the book of Deuteronomy chapter 28 and verse number 68.
Bring it out.
And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt
So
again.
the Lord said he's going to bring a certain people into Egypt. Egypt is synonymous with bondage, with slavery, right? So he said he's going to take a certain people into slavery again. Read.
With ships.
With what?
With ships.
How did these people get it? Hey brother, you're an Israelite, you gotta repent and keep the commandments of the Lord.
That's right.
That's what we want to tell you. We ain't have no flyers. Hey brother, you got a minute to holler at your brothers, man? Hey, all praise to the Most High. We can pick up where we left off, man. Right? So what we was out here teaching the brother right there is that the Lord has a chosen people. Right? The people who suffer these atrocities right here, right? Right, slavery and things like that, right? Poverty, the Jim Crow era, things like that, right? The what you call the prison to school pipe, the school to prison pipeline, things like that, right? Those people, you say what? What's real bad? Yeah, that is real bad. Right? But did you know that those people are punished because they disobeyed the Most High God? That's the reason why we end up. Let me get that Lamentations 2 and 17 again.
That's why they were discouraged because they disobeyed God.
Right.
Yeah.
That's exactly what I'm trying to say. Let me get that.
But they not the only ones who disobeyed God.
Who what?
The brothers, the sisters right here.
Well, you gotta understand the Lord's not. Give me Amos chapter 3.
That's what I'm saying, right? Everybody, like I said, everybody disobeyed.
Let me. That's a good point. I'm gonna explain to you something. I'm gonna explain something to you, right? Give me Amos chapter 3.
This is Amos chapter 3 and verse number 1.
Bring it out.
Hear this word that the Lord has spoken against you, O children of Israel.
What?
O children of Israel.
Let me ask you a question. You got kids? You got one? How old are they? 30. Right. So you raised a child or whatnot,
Yeah,
and when your child did wrong, what you do to him?
I ain't never whooped him, man. I just checked. You know, I talked to him.
Did you punish him in any kind of way?
You know, I talked to my son. I ain't never put him on no punishment like 2 weeks. No fall, all that crazy. I ain't do. I just talked to him, man. That's wrong.
You know, it's the second person in this same place.
Same spot.
It's the same spot that said the same
I ain't
thing.
never whooped him.
So how your son doing now? What's he
I
doing?
ain't really got a job.
He got a job?
He got his own ride. He doing business.
Okay. All praise to the Most High. Did he ever get in any trouble?
Nah, he ain't been in no trouble.
Never
at all.
ever?
He listened
Yeah.
to instruction.
All praise to the Most High.
Yeah,
That's the beautiful thing, right? But
He a different story.
you a different story. So you got into trouble with things like that.
Yeah, I
So
work
when you
every day too.
say it again,
I've been working all my life too. Still
right?
working.
But when you got in trouble when you grew up, right? How did you had your father in your life?
For put that belt on me. You know
He
that
put the belt on your ass, right?
Right.
Right? Because some people you can just talk to.
Yeah.
Right? All kids are not the same. You don't have to whoop every kid ass the same. Alright, okay? But some kids you gotta put the belt to. You had to put the belt to my ass tonight. I was one of those kids. You feel what I'm saying? So the Lord, what you guys saying?
No, I'm saying.
Oh God. So the Lord said that, read this in Amos chapter 3, because you said everybody, right, disobeyed the Lord, right?
Everybody.
Right,
Ain't
read
nobody
that.
also.
Hear this word that the Lord has spoken against you, O children of
So the
Israel,
Lord said, hear these words that the Lord has spoken against you. Read.
against the whole family which I brought up from the land of Egypt, saying,
So the Lord brought his people out of Egypt. You familiar with Moses coming out
Oh,
of
yeah,
Egypt?
yeah.
Right? So the
Yeah.
Lord brought his people out of Egypt. Right? Read on.
saying, you only have I known.
So when you have a child, right, you only have I known, meaning like you're the only child that I'm dealing with. Right? So if you did something, well, back in the day it was a little different. Right? But if your child was getting punished or getting in trouble at school, right, and his friend was was with him, or his friend's friend was with him, and this, that, and the third, and the school called you up there, you didn't pull your son's friends out of class. You pulled your son out of class, right? In the same way when it came down to your parent, when it was time to punish you, they punished you for what you did, right? They didn't whoop nobody else, right? So he said, you only have I known, right, of all the families, right? You know,
Of all the families of the earth,
right?
therefore will I punish you for all your iniquities.
So the Lord said he will punish you for all your iniquities. Right? So everybody else, we shouldn't worry about what everybody else gets, because they're going to get their punishment as well. Right? Because in Romans, the 9th chapter, if you want to get that for me, right? The Lord said, I might be going. Get Romans chapter 9, and start
And you know Bible back.
nah. I mean,
You
we
read
study,
the whole Bible,
man.
people?
Hey, man, we study, bro.
Y'all study it?
Yeah, we study.
You ain't never read the whole Bible?
I mean, front back in one sitting up. Right? But I've read all the accounts in the Bible. Right? Read that.
This Romans chapter 9 and verse,
I want verse, start at verse number 15.
this Romans chapter 9 and verse number 15. For he saith to Moses, I have mercy on whom I will have mercy.
Right? What the Lord says?
I have mercy on whom I will have mercy.
Right? So certain people, the Most High show a little mercy or seeming to mercy. You feel what I'm saying? So when he's talking about showing mercy to certain brothers, right? That's what the Lord is talking about. Right? You know?
And I will have compassion on whom I will have compassion.
And some people he will have compassion on, you know?
God. So then, it is not of him that willeth, nor of him that runneth, but of God that showeth mercy.
You know?
For the scripture says unto Pharaoh, even for this same purpose, I have raised thee up, that I might show my power in thee.
What the Lord said?
I have raised thee up, that I might show my power in thee.
Right, so the Lord said he raised up certain people, right, that are disobedient, that are disobedient to the Lord, right, to show his power. You feel what I'm saying? So these people, the Lord is gonna punish because we his children, right? But certain people that disobey the Lord and do against what the Bible tells us to do, right? He's raised them up to do a certain thing to them, right? Read on.
And that my name might be declared throughout all the earth.
Read on.
Therefore hath he mercy on whom he will have mercy, and whom he will he hardeneth.
Right, so the Lord will have mercy on certain people, and certain people he hardened just so he can show them that he's the man. You feel what I'm saying? That he's the ultimate power. And he's gonna do whatever he wants to do. He's gonna save his people and to destroy another people.
Right.
But ultimately, right, this people right here, the blacks, Hispanics, and the Native Americans, the people on this side, right? The Negroes, the West Indians, Haitians, Dominicans, Guatemalans, Puerto Ricans, Cubans, North American Indians, Seminole Indians, the Chileans, the Colombians, the Mexicans, that's on this side of the hemisphere, right? Hold on real quick, let me finish this though, then I got you, right? He's gonna punish these people for their iniquity because they disobeyed, because we his children, right? Right? Need some more on that? Need some more.
Reading on, it says, "Well, thou wilt say then unto me, why does he yet fall low? For who has resisted his will? Nay, but, O man, who art thou that repliest against God? Shall the thing formed say unto thee?"
Now that's the second drop.
Go ahead.
Right? So what I was saying is that a lot of people disobeyed the Lord, but the Lord is only dealing with his people, so he's only going to punish his people for right now. But he's going to ultimately flip everything, put us back on top, and then destroy them totally. Right? We can go into that, but I don't think that's as important as learning who you are in your salvation and learning how to keep the law, statutes, and commandments.
Right.
Right? So you had a question, ask you a question.
What I
We'll
want
ask you a
to
question about the show.
like they got this, you know, they got a lot of stuff on TV now, and I be here, Jesus is black. I ain't you black, but the white people painted this, they just all that and painted this thing white. But what your take on that? Was you black?
Revelation chapter 1.
Was you black?
Give me Revelation chapter 1. All praise to the Most High. You're about to answer the question. Give me Revelation chapter 1, verse number 14. Start at verse number 1, and give me First Maccabees chapter 3, and I believe it's verse 14.
This is the book of Revelation chapter 1 and verse number 1.
So, like, hold on, let me get this real quick.
I mean, like I said, I can't say I want to say.
And that's a beautiful question. Yeah, read that. Start at verse 47.
It's the book of First Maccabees, chapter 3, verse number 47.
Look it out.
Then they fasted that day, put on sackcloth,
Right?
and cast the ashes upon their heads.
So this is during the Hellenistic period when the Greeks, which is the so-called white man, right, what the Bible would call Edomites, right, was starting to, where they had already got power, and they were starting to get more and more power in the earth, and then they started to begin to destroy us as a people, right? Read on.
And ripped their clothes, and laid open the book of the law.
And did what?
And laid open the book of the law.
And they laid open the book of the law. The book of the law is the Bible. This is our law, right? The Bible is historical, right? It's a law, right? And it's prophecy. You know what I'm saying? So it's like a code of conduct and things of that nature, right? So they start to lay open the book of the law, and did what?
And laid open the book of the law. Wherein the heathens had sought to paint the likeness of their image.
Read that again.
Wherein the heathens had sought to paint the likenesses of their image.
So the heathens sought to paint the likeness of their image in our book, right? So right. So that's biblical. That's biblical.
Yeah.
That's biblical right there.
Right.
So the Bible recorded that when they began to do that. You see what I'm saying? They didn't just start it out of nowhere. They started back then. You get what I'm saying? So you want to show them something real quick?
Yeah.
So what we get, this is the early picture, and this is the Russia icon, right?
Yeah, that's part of it.
It's part of the Russia icon, right? It shows the early depiction of Christ, what he looked like before the iconoclasm. Iconoclasm is when they paint over our images and make their own images.
Right, that's right, yeah.
Right? So not only is it historical proof that they did that, it's biblical proof as well. Which we just showed that, which is also historical proof.
Yeah.
Right? Give me Revelation chapter
That's
1.
a black man right there.
Yeah.
That's a fact.
That's right.
This Revelation chapter 1 and verse number 1.
Bring it out.
The revelation of Jesus Christ.
The what?
The revelation of Jesus Christ.
So the revelation of Jesus Christ is the revealing of something, right? A revelation means the revealing of something. Like I had a revelation, it was revealed to me. Okay? So the Revelation 1 is showing you the revelation of Christ and what he looked like.
Yeah.
Right? In these last days, because people the Lord knew that they was going to be changing things like that. You know what I'm saying? Right? You know?
Which God gave unto him to show unto his servants things which must shortly come to pass.
Right? Jump down to verse 14. So we're showing you that this is the revelation of Christ, right? You know?
Verse number 14. His head and his hairs were white, like wool,
So he had white and woolly hair, right? You know?
as white as snow.
You know?
And his eyes were as the flame of fire.
And he had eyes of flame of fire red because he drank wine. His eyes was red with wine. Right? You know?
And his feet like unto fine brass.
And his feet was like unto fine brass. Right? Your feet.
Brass.
Right. fine brass, and your feet is the same color as the what? The rest of your body. You get what I'm saying? So now it don't just stop there. Read on.
As if they burned in a furnace.
As if what?
As if they burned in a furnace.
So not only was he a black man, he was a dark skinned black man. He looked something similar to that.
Yeah, yeah.
Huh.
Right? So he was a dark brown, he's a dark brown man. So yeah, it's a lot. That's nothing but truth to that. You get what I'm saying?
They don't teach you that in school, man.
No, they don't teach you.
When you go to school, they got a white man up on the wall.
Right,
Right.
because they don't want you to know who you are. Right? They don't want you to know, right, that give me John chapter 8. You shall know the truth, and the truth shall set you free. The 8:31.
Yeah.
Ain't nothing like that.
Right, the Lord, but these things, if you know what Christ looked like, and you read the Bible, and you show the power that he had, the people that he came to save, then you would automatically know that he came for you, and not for everybody else. But if you grow up thinking that your Lord and Savior was a white
Yeah,
man,
you come up with that because you know your grandma, granddad got pictures of Christ. He's a white man.
right,
The long hair.
right.
White man. They don't teach. He got braids, color, skin.
No, they don't teach us that. They actually shun you if you teach that. Back then, your grandmother be mad at you. You teach sweet Jesus was
There go
a
one
black
right
man.
there.
Right.
Exactly. That's the
White
that's
man
the
right
image
there.
that we grew up on.
White man.
Right? That's the image that we
Blue
grew up
eyes.
on. Right? If he's the evil.
White man with blue eyes.
Exactly. Right? But that was a real person in history called Cesar Borgia.
Right.
Right? So what we out here to do is to tell you that what you got? 32? You should know the truth. Yeah, read that.
It's the book of John, chapter 8, verse number 32.
Bring it out.
And ye shall know the truth, and the truth shall make you free.
So if you knew the truth, right, it would have liberated you.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying? That's what what's that brother name? Nat Turner.
Yeah.
Right? When he learned the truth, right? Because they initially they fed him that, right? But the Lord gave him wisdom and understanding. And the more he read the Bible, he started to notice, like, hold on. Like these curses don't fit everybody. Well, these certain things that the Lord is talking about don't fit everybody. Right? They only fit us as a people. So then he started to put two and two together, and what he do? He tried to, and he started a liberation movement and started killing. Exactly, and started killing people.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying? So they knew that if they didn't give you that, right, then and you realize that Christ looked like you, then it would liberate you and make you free. Because the Lord, read that again about the Son. Give me Matthew 1:21.
Ye shall know the truth,
Uh-huh.
and the truth shall make you free.
And the truth is gonna make you free. So if you know that Christ is only for you and look like you, then you're gonna know that, hey man, that he's coming to save you. And you have to do a certain thing to get saved. You get what I'm saying? Read that. Give me Matthew chapter 15.
This is the book of Matthew chapter 1 and verse number 21. And she shall bring forth a son, and thou shalt call his name Yahushua, for he shall save his people.
So Salaki. So he said Yahweh Shai. The real name for Jesus is Yahweh Shai. It means he saves. Okay? So he said that that Mary was gonna have Miriam was gonna have a son. His name was gonna be Yahweh Shai, for he shall what?
Save his
His
people.
No, not everybody.
His people.
So he will save his people. So if I know that Christ looks like, if I think Christ looks like that, you feel what I'm saying? And you tell me that he shall save his people, who is his people? Right.
Right.
His people is not your people. Right? But if if I tell you that Christ had hair like that, you feel what I'm saying? And he looked like that.
Right.
You gonna tell me he came to save his people, then you gonna be like, hold on. That means he came to save my people. Because my people got the woolly hair. I got the afro. You feel what I'm saying? So read that, Baba Shah. 15, 24.
It's the book of Matthew, chapter 15, verse number 24.
Bring it out.
But he answered and said, I am not sent but unto the lost sheep of the house of
So
Israel.
this is red letter. Red letter in the Bible, you know what red letter means? It means Christ himself is speaking. Right? So, yeah. So read that again, Baba Kashad. So this is red letter, so this is Christ speaking himself. Read on.
It's the book of Matthew, chapter 15, verse number 24.
Bring it out.
But he answered and said,
Uh-huh.
I am not sent but to the lost sheep of the house of Israel.
So he said, I am not sent, but only to these people, to the lost sheep of the house of Israel. So damn, now it should make sense to you why they would want to turn him from that to that. Because he said, I'm not coming for nobody else but these people. You see what I'm saying? So in order for him to say, in order for you to get saved, you got to know who you are. You get what I'm saying? And you got to know what you're supposed to do. Right? Christ said, give me Matthew 14. You love me, keep my commandments.
This is the book of Numbers, chapter 14. Matthew chapter
Oh,
14.
John 14. John 14. Shalaka. John 14.
This is the book of John, chapter 14, and verse number 15.
Yo.
If ye love me, keep my commandments.
What the Lord said?
If
You love me, keep my commandments.
What color are the letters?
Red.
So it said, if you love me, keep my commandments. Who's that speaking? That's Christ speaking. That's Yahweh. Right? Exactly. So he said, if you love me, you keep my commandments. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So if you love the Lord, right, and you want to be saved, you got to keep the commandments of the Lord. Right? Give me Revelation 14. Verse number 12.
This is the book of Revelation, chapter 14, and verse number 12. Here is the patience of the saints. Here are they that keep the commandments of God.
Here what?
Here are they that keep the commandments of God
and the faith of Yahweh.
Right? So having a faith in Christ, right? Salaki. Read that one more time.
Here
And
is
give
the
me Psalms
patience
chapter
of
148.
the saints. Here are they that keep the commandments of God.
Salaki, you gotta start this, you gotta show me the saints. Right? Matter of fact, give me Psalms 50. Psalms 50 and verse number 2, and give me Psalms chapter 1, 48, 14. Right? So the Bible is a bunch of different codes. You feel what I'm saying? It's a bunch of code words in there that only his people are able to break down. You see what I'm saying?
Understand it, right?
Exactly. Right? So this is what we are here to do, to give you the wisdom and knowledge and understanding that the Lord has bestowed upon us, right? To go out on the highways and hedges. Right? Read that, Father Sean.
This is the book of Psalms, chapter 148, and verse number 14.
Bring it out.
Yo.
He also exalted the horn of his people,
His people read,
the praise of all his
the
saints,
praise of all his saints, we go.
even the children of Israel,
Even the what?
the children of Israel,
So,
of people near unto him, praise ye Yahweh.
right? So the Lord said over there, Revelation the 14th chapter, right? That here are the patience of the saints. The saints are the Israelites. Christ was an Israelite. His people are Israelite. The people that this happened to are Israelites, right? So the Israelites have to keep the commandments and have faith in Yahweh Shai, right? So we was growing up. When we grew up, they told us, well, you ain't necessarily got to keep the commandments no more. You just got to believe on Christ and you'll be okay, right? But that's something that your enemy would tell you, because there's power in keeping the commandments of the Lord.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? The Lord told us in Deuteronomy chapter 28. Give me that, Deuteronomy 28. So now we're about to get into it a little bit. So now that we showed you, right, that Christ was a black man, right, that in history and biblical history, that they changed Christ from a black man to a white man, and why they changed him to a white man, right? I'm about to teach you why exactly. Right?
This is the book of Deuteronomy chapter 28 and verse number 1.
Bring it out.
And it shall come to pass, if thou shalt hearken diligently unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to observe and to do all his commandments,
Right, so if we kept all the commandments, right, you know,
which I have commanded thee this day,
right?
that the Lord thy God will set thee on high above all nations of the earth.
So if we did keep the commandments, right? If we keep the commandments of the Lord, right? The Lord said he's going to set us on high above all nations upon the earth. That means we're going to be blessed in everything that we do, right? Keep reading. Father Sean.
I'm going to leave in 5 minutes.
All right, come. 5 minutes is more than enough time.
And all these blessings shall come on thee and overtake thee, if thou shalt hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God.
Right?
Blessed shalt thou be in the city,
Right?
and blessed shalt thou be in the field.
So the Lord said, blessed shall you be in the city, and you're going to be blessed in the field. Right? If you look at our neighborhoods right now, are we blessed in the city? No, we're not. Because, like, look, we got boarded up buildings. We got trash on the ground. You feel what I'm saying? We got killers and shooters, police harassers. You see what I'm saying? And in the work field. We used to be cursed in the slave field. We're in the work field. We get all the worst jobs. We get all the worst jobs, right? We don't get no good jobs, man. We work at damn Burger King, security jobs, damn janitors, janitorial
Right.
jobs.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying? It's very seldom when you get somebody to rise to the top and just own a corporation. Right, but we the smartest people on the planet. Right, but the Lord said we're gonna be cursed in the city and in the field. We just like get blessed in the city and blessed in the field if we keep all His commandments.
Right.
Not some of them, but all of them. Right, go to verse 15.
Verse
It's a
number
contrary,
15.
right?
But it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy
So on
God,
the flip side of that coin, right? If we don't hearken and we don't keep the law, statutes, commandments of the Lord, right?
to observe and to do all his commandments and his statutes,
Right.
which I command thee this day,
Right.
that all these curses,
Right.
shall come upon thee and overtake thee.
Right, so if we didn't hearken unto the voice of the Lord, all these curses, a certain amount of curses is going to overtake us and destroy us, man. Right? Read the first one.
Cursed shall thou be in the city.
What the Lord said?
Cursed shall thou be in the city.
Look at our neighborhoods. Read.
Cursed
And cursed shall thou
be
be
in the field.
And cursed shall we be in the field, like I just said. Right? Slavery happened to us. That's a fact, man. That's a fact. He said, cursed shall we be in the city and cursed shall we be in the field if we didn't hearken to the voice of the Lord. Right? Read on.
Let me say this, and then
Go ahead, King.
I be on they got a channel out called Story. They
Okay.
always keep true stuff. They said they were throwing people out of Davis and all kinds of stuff. So I see that's what they doing. Then they cut their hands off.
Uh-huh.
They raping the young women, especially a young fine black girl.
Yeah.
They not supposed to go and see your door out.
That's a first part. Give me that.
You got 13, now you raping her.
39.
Those like taking son, he feel
That's a curse.
right? The field trials.
Yeah, yes sir, yes sir. Right? That's actually a curse. Right, read that.
That's the book of Deuteronomy chapter 28 and verse number 30.
Right.
Thou shalt betroth a wife,
Uh-huh.
and another man shall lie with her.
Right? So just like you just said, right? They was raping out, they was taking out women. You know what I'm saying? They just get drunk on wine and just come in the middle of the night and say, hey, Marianne is going with me tonight.
Yeah, right.
Right?
That's what it was.
That's what's happening. Right? Damn, Lillian is coming with me.
Yeah.
And you better not mum a word. Right?
That's what dude did the uprising. The one you just said.
Nat Turner.
Nat Turner.
That's what he did the uprising. He got tired of that, man.
I remember he also was reading and he was studying and learning that he was reading the Bible at the same time.
Yeah.
Right? But so it wasn't just him knowing the curses, it was him knowing the curses, reading the curses and realizing that this is our people.
Now, I don't know how he got caught up, but like I said, I watched a lot of stuff.
He got caught up
They said-
because of, give me
they
54.
said,
I'm gonna say that
So you
yet.
see that King James was looking just
They
like
said
that.
slaves sleep out of camp, let them know they
King James is
location.
black man. That's a
He was a
fact.
black man.
That's a fact. He got caught up because of this. This how Nat Turner got caught. Read this.
This is the book of Deuteronomy chapter 28 and verse number 54.
Read it.
So that a man that is tender among you and very delicate,
Right.
his eyes shall be evil towards his
What
brother.
is COINTELPRO?
His eyes shall be evil towards his brother.
You ever seen like when it comes down to like every black so-called black uprising, right? How did it get to the main person? Somebody close to him,
Somebody close to him.
right?
Your brother,
They snake him out.
Your right hand man.
Exactly.
Right.
Right. So he said his eyes shall be evil. So you got 3 seconds.
Go.
Go ahead. Read that.
This is the book of First Maccabees chapter 1 and verse number 11.
Read.
In those days went there out of Israel wicked men
Uh-huh.
who persuaded many,
Uh-huh.
saying, let us go and make a covenant with the heathen
Right.
that are round about us. For since we departed from them, we have had much sorrow.
So what happened with Nat Turner was somebody made a covenant to basically to snake him out and turn him in to let them know that these are the times we're gonna attack this certain area, and then we get there, be ready. So that's how he got caught.
They say one of them guys snuck out of camp, told the white people where he was at. They woke up in the morning, they were surrounded by the militia.
Yeah. So that's what I'm saying. So So that's the evil eye towards your brother.
Yeah.
Why would you do that? Because he's trying to free you as a people.
He saved his own ass.
Right? Exactly.
Right.
Right, but that's a coward.
This
man.
nigga, they killed his
Right.
ass too.
That's a fact. So,
That's all, man.
so hold on real quick. Before you leave, I want to give you a few commandments that you gotta that I want you to keep so you can become one step closer, right, to getting saved and becoming a king in the earth, man. Right? Let me get Leviticus chapter 11, verse 7.
This is Leviticus chapter 11 and verse number 7.
Read up.
And the swine, though he divide the hoof and be cloven footed,
Right.
yet he chose not the cud.
Right? So you know what the swine is?
Yeah, the pig.
Right, you eat it.
Yeah.
I read.
He is unclean to
What the
you.
Lord says.
He is unclean to you.
Right, so the swine is an unclean animal.
Right.
Right? The Lord says that thing we're not supposed to eat. Right, read.
Of his flesh shall ye not eat, and their carcass shall ye not touch. They are unclean to you.
Right, so the Lord said the unclean animals, you're not supposed to eat that thing. Or touch it. Not even, not let alone eat it. You're not supposed to touch it.
The pig, yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? So are you willing to stop doing that? You willing to put the swine down?
I've been eating that for a long time.
Yeah, I ate it for a long time too. Until I stopped. Until I realized I wasn't supposed to do it no more. You know what I'm saying?
Beef is not what I eat.
Now beef is
hot dog,
good.
beef poached.
That's good. All that's good.
Yeah.
Yeah,
all
I
that's good.
can't quit eating it. Stop eating swine.
Man, all praise to the
All
Most
praise,
High.
man.
Shema
I
Shalom.
ain't quit eating swine.
Man, all praise to the Most
That's
High.
easy though.
That's they said it's easy, right?
Yeah, that's easy.
Yeah, all praise to the Most High. That's the Lord want to hear that, man.
Yeah, I could buy like beef poached, beef bologna, beef hot dog.
All that, man. To be honest with you, in 2025, you really should nobody be eating pork, whether you believe in the Bible or not.
Yeah.
Because pork was something that was forced upon us.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? And it's an alternative for all that now. You got beef bacon, beef bologna, you got beef Vienna sausages,
Turkey bacon.
you got turkey bacon,
Right.
you got lamb bacon.
You
Huh?
throw me in there with the pig, they eat meat.
That's a fact.
Right.
That's a fact. That is a fact.
They eat anything.
And not only would they'd chase you down to eat you.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? I was telling somebody that last night. I saw a coyote on my block, and it was a pig. She made a joke that it was a pig running a hog that was running wild on 115. Yeah, a couple months back. Not too far from Gwendolyn Brooks School, right? 115th and King Drive, to be exact. That's crazy,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
So it was 115th and King Drive. A big ass hog, somebody's hog was running. Yeah, that's what it was.
Right.
But people was laughing and making jokes. But I'm like, hold on, Joe, like that's dangerous.
Yeah.
Cause I grew up around animals and you know what I'm saying, things like that. Like I know that thing would, if it's hungry, it will chase you down.
Yeah, you'll choose
And
right
will
there.
eat, it will kill you.
Yeah.
And they will not be able to find you. You feel what I'm saying? So people don't even understand how dangerous and how nasty a pig is and how valid it is. So yeah, with that being said, yeah, that's a fact. So with that being said, you can't eat the beef.
It's like my guy.
Yeah.
He said, man, I know I'm a Muslim. I'm there, man. That bacon smells so good. But he didn't touch it though.
I am
He
blessed
said,
and I will
"Smell good."
never be cursed.
That's what draw you in.
Right.
I'm gonna get it cool.
Yeah, you know
I'm
these-
gonna start cool.
Hey, I'm gonna give you one more. Give me verse 9.
Verse number
You eat
9.
seafood?
No, I don't like
You don't eat no seafood? Alright, but if you can't eat no
it. You eat shrimp, man.
This the book.
Huh?
This the book of Leviticus chapter 11 and verse number 9. These shall ye eat of all that are in the waters. Whatsoever have fins and scales in the waters, in the seas, and in the rivers, them shall ye eat.
Right? So the things that come out of the water, they have to have fins and scales. So they no catfish, no shrimp, no crab, no lobster, no shark, no whale, none of that. But red snapper, salmon, things like that you can
You know,
perch.
sharks and them animal fins in the sea, they eat human. That's why people throw them in the river. Them, sharks,
Right.
catfish, they eat.
Right.
Right?
Yeah.
Well, piranhas got scales and fins and scales.
Piranhas?
Yeah, they got fins and scales.
I ain't eating
That's
that.
a risky kid.
I'm good.
Yeah,
I'm good. I'll kick that.
Give me Exodus chapter
Piranha ain't got no fins.
20 and verse 8. Huh?
Piranha ain't got no fins.
They got fins and scales.
So you can't eat them.
You can't. They have to have fins and scales together. So catfish just have fins. They don't have scales. So you can't eat that. Like a shark. Shark have just skin, smooth skin. They don't have scales.
I'm not talking to y'all. I'm just talking to you.
Now you good.
Are you
See
good?
y'all later, man.
Hey,
All right, man.
hey, one more before you leave. You read this.
Book of Exodus chapter 20, verse number 8.
Bring it
Hey,
up.
yo,
Remember the Sabbath day.
What the Lord say?
Remember the Sabbath day
So the Lord said we have to remember the Sabbath day. Read.
to keep it holy.
Right? To keep it holy, to mean separate. Right? Do you know what day the Sabbath day is? The Sabbath day is the 7th day of the week. What day is the 7th day of the week? Sunday is the first day of the week. When you look at your calendar, hold on, let me show you. Let me show it to you. Right? You say what, shorty? So the first day of the week is Sunday. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. So the 7th day of the week is what?
Saturday.
Right. So Saturday.
okay.
So Saturday is the Sabbath day. Today is the Sabbath day.
God.
Right. It begins sundown Friday evening and it ends tonight at
The
sundown.
new week started on Sunday.
Exactly.
I got you.
All right. All praise to the Most High. So you got to keep the Sabbath day. Remember the Sabbath day. Keep it
I
holy.
see y'all out here again.
rock it to your Howard! Rock it to your Howard! Rock it to your Howard son!
Rock it to your Howard son!
Rock it to your Howard!
Rock it to your Howard!
Rock it to your Howard son!
Rock it to your Howard son!
Rock it to your Howard!
Rock it to your Howard!
Rock it to your Howard son!
Rock it to your Howard son!
Come yourself!
Come yourself!
Come yourself!
Come yourself!
Come yourself!
Come yourself!
Who got next?
We got next.
Who got next?
We got next.
Who got next?
We got next.
Follow,
Forever.
follow,
Forever.
follow.
Forever.
What we gonna do?
Take the king.
What we gonna do?
Take the king.
What we gonna do?
Take the king.
Where?
Now.
Where?
Now.
Where?
Now.
How?
Bashima Mashiach Yahushua.
If it has.
Bashima Mashiach Yahushua.
If I say how.
Bashima Mashiach Yahushua.
Come yourself.
Come yourself.